بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. We carry on inshallah. Now here we spoke about قواعد فقهية yesterday. We gave some examples and today we just pick up two examples which are related to our topic. Now these are قواعد فقهية, and I mentioned yesterday قواعد فقهية is the main general rules of Islam. All the other ahkam rules come under these قواعد. So now here benefit goes with liability, gain is accompanied by risk. الغنم بالغرم والخراج بالضمان. What does it mean? It means you cannot make profit in the business unless you share the liability, the responsibility, profit and loss. You share the profit and loss with in the business, then you can take a profit. That's why riba is haram. Why is riba haram? Because when you lend someone money, you are not sharing any risk with him. He's taking the full responsibility of the money. So you are not allowed to take back any profit for a transaction like this. But if I have, let's say 2,000 dinars, one I give it to a brother, is it Navi? Tanweer. And one give it to brother Ibrahim. I give it to Tanweer as a loan, and I give it to Ibrahim as a mudaraba. He will invest it on my behalf. The money I give to Ibrahim, I'm expecting either to make profit or to lose. That's why it's permissible for me to make profit in this transaction. Here, I am not taking any responsibility, no liability here involved. It's his problem. He loses the money, he uses it, he gives it, it's up to him. So how do we understand the difference? Let's say I give him 1,000 and 1,000. I lend 1,000 and I give 1,000 here as a mudaraba. They go out, they found the gangs outside waiting for them, put the gun on their heads and take the money and they run away. Now, who will give me back the money? Him. He has to give me back the money. Because I'm not sharing any responsibility or liability with them. Him, he's not going to give me back anything because he didn't do anything wrong and the money is lost. So you see the difference? These are general rules applied to all the transactions in Islam. And this will make you aware of the problem of any transaction. Now, some brothers say to me, and this is a common question, there is a company will take my money, invest it, and they will give me 300 pounds a month. Look, listen to this. Another brother say, another company will take my money and they will give me 2.5% if the profit is available. The third one will say to me, my money will be invested in that company and I will get 2% profit per month. So which one is halal? The second one, exactly. The first and the third are haram. Why? Because he secured the profit. And you cannot secure profit in Islam. If it's a transaction, business transaction, there is no security in the profit. You share the loss and the profit. And this is the main principle in Sharia in terms of business transactions. نعم تفضل يا حسن.
The money that you gave Ibrahim, so you gave an example where the robber who comes with a gun.
Yeah.
On the other hand,
even with knives will do the job. No necessarily a gun, yeah.
Ibrahim goes on the street, he lost it. It's his mistake.
Yeah.
What happens?
Ibrahim,
yeah.
If his mistake, then he has to give it back. He will be exempted if this is not his problem, if it's not his mistake. If it is mistake, then he is responsible. Okay. Even in mudaraba, not in loan.
If he is handling a large amount of money, isn't it his responsibility?
Exactly. Now, you should answer this, not me. Say the question loudly and try to listen to the question and please answer him. Say it again.
So let's say if he is handling a large amount of money,
yeah,
it's his responsibility to have some security around him so that a knife or a gun will not come and steal the thing.
What do you answer? Yes or no? Whoever says yes will tell me the proof. Whoever says no will tell me the proof. Now everybody is scared. Yes, easy. Proof, I don't know. I think so. Best way of the fatwa. Huh?
Responsibility to ensure that you give the money to who has the security.
Who said it's responsibility? Yeah, it's good, but who Who determined this?
It's our responsibility, right?
Who? Okay, someone said it's not your responsibility.
Okay.
How did you know this is your responsibility? How did you know that it's Ibrahim's responsibility to to provide guards or safe, whatever, to protect the money?
The investor said.
Huh?
The investor said.
In Surah Al-Baqarah, the long ayah, it is said that one lends the money, there should be some sort of security.
You're not very far, but no, this is not the proof. We just talked about it about 2 slides ago.
Is it the agreement?
No, the urf, the custom. The custom says that you are careless to take money like this and go outside the street. But if the custom is normal, acceptable, people go with the money and it's stolen, there's no harm. So here, we refer to the custom. You understand me? Because there is no specific rules regarding this. What is safe, what is not safe, it depends on the custom of the people. In some areas, you can go with suitcases full of money and it's safe. Some areas, 100 dinars is very risky to go in that area with that. So he will be responsible, who, according to the custom. If the urf says he is careless, then he has to pay back the money. If the urf says no, then there is no harm. Yes. Now, the ahkam, very quickly, the rules are aqliya, something we understand by logic, something we understand by taste, by the his, by touching it or smelling it, and some of it by shara. And from the shara is beliefs, practical, and akhlaq, manners. I need to speed up because now we haven't reached the main issues. Okay. Now, ahkam shar'iyya, we have taklifiyya, wad'iyya, 2 types of ahkam. Taklifiyya, where the issue is halal, haram, makruh, dislike, preferable. These they call it taklif because this is something to do with you as an individual. Worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wad'iyya, it means, sorry, give me 1 second please. I just remember something, I have to send it. Okay. Now, wad'iyya, what does it mean? We have rules that are signs for the Sharia. Now, for example, we have some the condition shart, hindrance, mana, and sahih or fasid, accepted or batil, nullified. Now, for example, in zakah, what is the condition of the zakah? The conditions that to have the nisab, the threshold, okay? What is the, what do you call it? Yeah, what is the, so what's the reason of the zakah is the reaching the threshold. What's the condition? To have the money for the whole year, al-hawl. What is the mana? What prevents you from giving zakah? If you have a loan. If you have a loan that covers your money and you have to pay it now, then you don't have to pay zakah. So this call it shart or condition or mana, that's something preventing or preventions of that specific action, and the conditions of that ibadah. Now, these are the ahkam shar'iyya. As I mentioned, they have wajib, mubah, compulsory, halal, permissible, muharram, prohibited, mana, that's something hindering the action, azima, rukhsa. We have 2 types of actions when it comes to some commands. Sometimes you are allowed to leave that specific ibadah, but you do it. Now, for example, as we mentioned, when you travel and you are fasting, you can go for azima and keep you fasting. And you can go for the rukhsa, the easiness, and break your fast. So it's something just to explain to you the rules of the Sharia so you understand the rules of Sharia. Now, we mentioned that the mu'amalat, the transactions, financial or non-financial, all these mu'amalat is to do with the relationship between the people. For example, money, marriage, divorce, disputes, judgments, inheritance, etc. All these are, they call them mu'amalat. I need to go deep. Okay, now. These are the conditions that explains and the restrictions of the mu'amalat, the dawabat, regulations of the mu'amalat. Now, the first one is, al-asl fi mu'amalat al-ibaha. What does it mean? Okay, let's go for the English one. What does it mean? The default or the original of in the transaction is permissibility. What does it mean? Everything is halal.
Proven. Unless it is proven wrong.
Not like the ibadah. The ibadah is the other way around, isn't it? Now, as I said to you, if someone said to you, there is a sunnah to pray, let's say, between Dhuhr and Asr, for example, you need to ask him, what is the proof? If someone said to you, I'm going to open up a new shop and I will use catalogs, things like this, you can't say to him, what's the proof? It's halal, unless if you find the problem, defects in that transaction. So this is important, because when you buy and sell, you are not asked to give a proof. I, who claim it's haram, need to bring proof to you. Otherwise, you sell and buy. It doesn't matter. Okay. Transactions are based on considering causes and interests. So in transactions, we look at the causes, the asbab, the interests, al-masalih. We look at the masalih, not just like this, sell and buy. And that's why one of the conditions of the items that you sell, it has to have manfa'a, benefits. Otherwise, you can't sell khinzir, pork or pig. It doesn't have any religiously doesn't have any manfa'a. Although some people eat it, but this Islamically is nullified, it's not accepted. So it has to have manfa'a. So transactions based on maslaha. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prohibited what harmly affects us and allowed to use the tayyibat. Also, transactions often rely on custom and tradition. Keep this in mind. We will have all the time. Traditions often rely on custom and tradition, on urf. So urf is involved in transactions. And we will have this. And you know this, as a rule, it makes it 100% different by accepting it or denying it. If you deny this, I don't think you won't be able to do anything in terms of transactions. And we will have example from the, inshallah, reality. Transactions have a collective nature. It means that it's not like ibadah between you and Allah. No, it's between you and the other human being. You buy and sell with other people. Okay, so this is the bay', quickly bay'. Now, I didn't translate it, okay? If there's any problem with translation, I will try to, inshallah, to correct it, and then I will go and blame the guy who did it. So, the terms sale, bay' and purchase, each denote what the other refers to. They are among the terms which share meanings. So, okay, this is the linguistic. In Sharia, sale refers to the exchange of money for money with mutual consent. Now, this is, when we say money, we don't mean the notes. We mean anything has value. Okay? A mal, it means something has value. So when we say mal, this is mal, has value. When we talk about nuqud, then we talk about the notes. Okay, so I don't want you, the translation is issue here, because they say money, we straight away recall talking about the currencies. No. So any exchange is a bay'a. So if I give you my laptop and you give me your laptop, this is bay'a. Conditions of bay'a should be involved. Do you understand this? I'll give you nice example. Now, you are in a hotel, okay? You know the hotel, they have bar inside the room. And they have a price list. They say to you, Pepsi for this price, water for this price. So if you use it, then what will happen? You have to pay for it. Now, many brothers, what they do? They use the Pepsi and they go outside and buy a Pepsi and put it back. Same one. What do you think about this? Well, take it easy, man. It's not there. Slowly, slowly. Jump from makruh, not haram straight away. Okay, who said haram? Why it's haram? Why it's haram? I agree with you, by the way, it's haram, but why? Sorry?
Why cheaper from outside and
Why?
the value of
Because the value said.
Huh?
the value of the Pepsi in the hotel and the value of the Pepsi outside is different.
You are close to the answer. Yes, Akhi.
We didn't pay for that one.
Huh?
We did not pay for.
No, but we brought something exactly similar.
The original
Yeah.
owner sets the price.
Huh?
The original owner sets the price.
No, without the agreement, without owner's agreement, we change. Without the owner's consent.
Check timing also.
Very close. Huh? Yes, Akhi.
Because we are also using the service because the restaurant, the bar, or whatever it is.
You still closer than them, but
Timing also an issue because I am drinking now and I will bring it that in between they may take it and it will be in condition in that situation.
yes, Hassan.
The hotel provided this service and
We will study later on. Maybe we can. There's some type of bay'. Now, what is bay'? We said now. Exchange, isn't it? So you give money and you take commodity. And giving money could be now, could be later on. Is this correct? Now when you took the Pepsi, which is not good anyway, and you use it, now you involve in a transaction with the bank, with the hotel, because the price is there, and they said to you, if you take it, it's done. You have to pay this price. To buy a new one and put it there, it's not allowed because they didn't allow you to do this. They didn't say to you the price of this Pepsi, another Pepsi. They say it's 1 dinar, for example. You understand me? So you can't do this. You take it, you pay for it, or go and buy something from outside. This is just to give you an example. What does it mean? Exchange of money for money. Any exchange, it means what do you call? Bay'. It's mentioned in the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "Ahallallahu al-bay' harrama al-riba." It's mentioned in the Sunnah, and it's agreed upon that bay' is important, sale is important, and this is logically we have to accept it. Otherwise, if you don't open the door of for bay', sell and buy, people will kill each other, because what you have is something essential for me. What I have is essential for you, so we need to exchange it. Okay. Now, these are the types of bay'. Okay, now these the types of bay'. And I mentioned to you before there's something that called cash or spot, something delayed. So we start with bay' al-mutlaq. The bay' al-mutlaq is something that, as I mentioned, when you exchange any commodity, does not involve anything of the 3-1 coming. So when I give you money to buy water, this is a bay'. This is bay', okay? I don't know what they translated it. Let's see the English version. Absolute sale. So it's absolute sale. It's not. There's no conditions. Not restricted. So just a normal sale. You go to the shop and buy a water and you give the money. Second one, exchange currency. Bay' al-sarf. And this is the type of bay' that has many restrictions. Riba involved. It must be immediate, equal to equal, etc. It works here. So when you buy money for money, currency for currency, in this case we have bay' al-sarf. The third sale, as-salam. This is the one I mentioned before. When you pay the full amount in advance and you get the commodity later on. So delay in delivering the commodity, not the money. Do you understand that? So I give you the full money and you get the commodity later. So what is the opposite of this? Installment, yeah. Huh?
Give the money later.
No. You give the money later, yeah, you get the commodity. So you're buying installment. That's it. So installment, where does it fit? It fit here. an absolute sale. It's normal, just absolute sale, okay? And the last one is barter sale. We call it muqayada. You know muqayada? Sorry? Goods for goods. Goods for goods. Do we still have this type of bay? Goods for goods. Yes. Where? Who said yes? Yes. How? Where?
Some of the African countries.
African countries. Yeah. What else?
With the person we know we can do the goods to goods, right? We exchange for a thing to thing.
Yeah, so it's a small community or small type of this type where is involved now. Come on, man. Countries deal with this. They will send a ship full of oil for a ship full of food. What is this? That's it, barter. So it's still there. Still there. But we do in our daily life, we don't use it that much. Okay, now we... Huh?
The jewels, they are exchanging.
What's this?
Jewelry.
Jewelry?
Yeah, normally.
They do exchange, yeah. Gold, yeah. They do as well, yes?
Say suppose if I want to buy fruits from UK from you, but you say no, I don't know you, I need 20% advance. This is one case. Sometimes you say no, I need full amount. Only then after that I can deliver. Is this halal?
That's fine. No problem at all. You pay in advance and you get your goods later on. That's fine.
You pay 100%.
Even you give full and you take your goods later on, it's fine. Still absolute sale. It could be by a salam, could be by absolute sale. It depends. If the goods is there, it's not by a salam. Condition of by a salam, the goods shouldn't be there. Just description. But if the goods is there, then it's not by a salam. It's bay'un mu'ayyan, but they give you give the money in advance, then you get your goods delivered. That's fine. So now, price determination. So now we have the second type of classification where we classify the sales according to its price determination. We have bargain sale. When we bargain, we negotiate the price. It's 100 dinar. No, please make it for 90. So you negotiate. That's fine. We have auction sale. Everybody knows auction. It's fine. We have trust sale. What does it mean, trust sale? It means you as a seller are trusted. Is it trusted? And we are buying from you according to the information you give us. We have discount sale, consignment sale, murabaha sale. So, bay'u al-hatita, bay'u al-tawliya, bay'u al-murabaha. 3 types. Now, what's your name, akhi? I forgot your name. Abdul Rashid. Abdul Rashid is my friend, and he mashallah has 2 nice laptops. So I said, Abdul Rashid, I want to buy one of your laptops. He said, because you are my friend, I'll just give it to you net price. I'm not gonna make any profit. How much you bought it? He said, I bought it for 500 dinars. Jazakallah khair, this is 500 dinars. Now I paid him 500 dinars depending on the information he gave me. So if you find out that he was deceiving me, I can cancel the bay' and take my money back because he deceived me now. Okay. Now Ibrahim wants to go Hajj. Okay? So I said to him, Ibrahim, because you are my friend, I have a travel agency and a package for 1,000 dinars. I will give it to you for 800 dinars. So I give him no discount. I said to him, the cost is 1,000 dinars. I'm selling it for 1,500, but the cost is 1,000. I'm giving it to you 800, less than the price, because you're my friend. And he accepted. They call it hatita, because I gave it to him less than the net price, so as if I'm doing a favor for him. But if he finds out that I was a liar, then the same. He can cancel the sale. Bay' al-murabaha, this is what you hear in the banks. I am in China, okay? Then one of the brothers say, Abu Yahya, you are there? Please. There is a very big factory there, sells, let's say, cars, okay? I want 10 cars from that factory. So you give me the car's description, or give me the labels or the number of the cars. So I go there, and I come back to him and say, listen, I found it. Each car will cost you $10,000 plus $1,000 the shipping plus 200 expenses or whatever. So the net price for each car is $12,200. This is the net price. I will make 10% profit. You happy? I'm happy. So I will buy it. Before I buy it, he won't do anything. He won't sign any contract with me because I haven't owned these cars yet. So I buy them and I bring them to him. This is called murabaha. Then he buys it. I have to be truthful about every single information relating to the price. If something wrong, then he's got the right to cancel. Even if they give me discount after 6 months, I have to come to him and tell him this is your money. It's discount. Because these sales based on trust, on amana. That's why Salaf dislike to deal with this trust sale. Why? Because it's more responsibility. It's halal, but it's more responsibility. You know the Prophet ﷺ, when he wanted to make hijrah, who came to him? Abu Bakr. Then what happened? Who knows the story? Said Abu Bakr, listen, we are making hijrah. Say Alhamdulillah. What Abu Bakr said? I have 2 camels ready for this. I'll give you one. The Prophet said, no, I will buy it. So he bought it for the net price. We call it Bay' al-Tawliyah. He gave him what he spent on that camel. Okay.
That is the consignment sale?
Yeah, consignment sale, yeah. Bay' al-Tawliyah. Al-Tawliyah. Yes.
Sure, you said now in this China example, you said after 6 months if he gets a discount, he has to.
In Bay' al-Murabaha, yes, you have to. Discount for that specific transaction. Not for that transaction specifically. Yeah, if it's complete, but this is count for that transaction, isn't it?
No, sir. What you said was, so he is disclosing as 12,250.
Yeah.
And the buyer agrees.
Yeah.
He buys the goods, sends it, gives the money.
Yeah.
The transaction
is done. But the factory, after 1 month, they said to me, because you are a good guy, regular customer, these last 10 transactions, we are giving you 10% discount.
For the old ones?
For all the transactions that I've done with them, or the last 10. One of them is the May' al-Murabaha. The rest, bargain sales, I don't need to tell anybody, it's my money. But the Murabaha, I have to give it to him. Because the sale is based on trust. Okay, now another classification of the bay' in terms of delivering. Now, delivery of exchange goods, immediate payment, bay' mu'ajjal, so you pay the money and you take the goods. Deferred payment, installment, and deferred exchange goods, which will be bay' al-salam, so you deliver the goods later on. You just want you to have an idea about the classifications of bay'. Otherwise, this is not the topic. Sharia ruling, we have bay' mun'aqid and bay' batil. Bay' mun'aqid, that means bay' sahih, acceptable. Batil, that means it is contracting something wrong. For example, if I say to you, Abdul Rashid, do you want to buy what's in my pocket for 10 dinars? You said yes. Is this bay' okay? This is gambling, isn't it? Because it could be an iPhone, could be tissue, used tissue, not tissue. Could be anything. And you're paying 10 dinars for it. So this is batil. You know why batil? Because a pillar of the bay' the transaction, which is the commodity, is unknown. So this is batil. But when the conditions are there, this is bay' mun'aqid. Sahih, akid, valid, corrupted, fasid, when you have a condition that is wrong, haram condition involved in the bay'. Like for example, late penalty charge. If you don't pay your money on that specific date, there will be penalty charge. This is riba. Nafid, if it does not involve others' rights. Mawquf, they call it suspended. So, what's your name, Akhi? You? Mu'izz. Mu'izz wants to sell his car. And I know him, he's a close friend to me. And he spoke to me, he said, this car, if somebody gives me 2,000 dinars, I will sell it. So I was sitting next to his car. Someone came, He said, how much this car? I said, 2,500. He said, alhamdulillah, it's good, I will take it. Mu'izz is not here now. Okay? So I said, done. Give me 1 minute. I'll go and find Mu'izz. Mu'izz, come, I found you, I sold your car. Now, Mu'izz did not appoint me as an agent. I did it myself. They call it تصرف الفضولي. I did it without permission. But I did it for his favor, not my favor. This is تصرف الفضولي. When you do something in the favor of the person, not for your favor. So is this acceptable or not? They call it suspended. It will be according to his permission. If he says yes, alhamdulillah. If he says no, we can't force him, it's his car. From the Sunnah, the Prophet ﷺ sent Urwa al-Bariqi, and he gave him 1 dinar, 1 golden dinar. He said, buy for me a sheep. He said, that's fine. He went to the market. He was so clever. Shop around. He got 2 sheep for 1 dinar. So he bought 2 sheep. Then he sold one of them for 1 dinar. So he went back to the Prophet ﷺ, 1 dinar with the sheep. Clever man. So Prophet approved it. They call it Bay' al-Fuduli. Why approved it? Because he was happy with this. But if he said no, it would be rejected. And the last one, lazim, غير lazim. That means lazim is no options. We make the sale and that's it. غير لازم, non-binding, when if you give condition, for example, I'll tell you, I will take this laptop, but give me 1 week. If I don't like it, I give it back to you. So there's a khayar now. It's not binding for me. I can return it to you within 1 week anytime. Now, these are conditions of bay'. Very quickly. Mutual consent. I can't buy your car when I'm putting a gun in your head. Do you want to sell it? He said, yes, I want to sell it. Now, this is haram because there is no consent from the seller, for example. Okay? And eligibility of transaction, for example, the insane or the young boy, less than is under the age of puberty. So, is it allowed for him to sell? Yes. They say if someone, his father died, his father is millionaire, so he left millions for him, and he's 6 years old. If we allow him to use the money, he will buy chocolate for $1 million dinars. So we can't allow him. But they say we can allow him in small things. He can go to the shop by himself and buy chocolate for 1 dinar, no problem. But to spend large amount, we can't. And also they said it's permissible for him to make wasiyah. Why? Look at the Sharia, subhanAllah. They said, for now, we can't allow him to donate. We can't allow him to transact. Because he might lose money. Somebody should be with him. But to give wasiyah is okay. Why? They said because in the first one, he's harming himself. He's losing his money. And because he's still young. The second one, he's not harming himself. He's dying anyway. And it's his money. So he can benefit from this wasiyah. Even if he gives 1/3 to look after animals or to give to close friend, whatever. So the first one is harming himself, we prevent him. The second one is benefiting himself, it's fine. He can make wasiyah. Okay. Ownership, we need to make sure that we own anything that we transact on it. The sold item must be permissible to transact, must be halal. The sold item must be deliverable, so you can't see a patient and say, I'm going to sell this to you for 10 dinars. Okay, where is it? Disappear. Or you see a shark in the sea. Okay, do you want to buy this one? It's something you can deliver. If you cannot deliver, this is bay'ul gharar, ambiguity. The sold item must be known at the time of the contract. So don't describe to me something can change. Like, for example, a horse. And you sell it to me after 5 years according to that description. No, it changes now. So the commodity is completely changed. It has to be known at the time of the contract. So I have to see it again, or I have to it has to be described to me at the time of contracts. The price must be known at the time of the contract. And this is this is the issue. I say to you, for example, Brahim, you want to buy this one? If you want to buy cash, it's 1 dinar. If you want an installment, 2 dinars. You said yes. We done the contract and we haven't decided which one you're going for. This is haram. Because the price is unknown now. It's unknown. Okay, now we are going deep, and I can see you start going, so I don't know we'll get there. Huh?
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead. Wake us up, Bakhi.
These days there's something called e-commerce. In e-commerce they have something called drop shipping, where you don't own the good.
Yeah, drop shipping, just briefly, you deal with it as a salam. This is an option. So what to do? You have a factory in China, and you have got their goods. They sell, let's say, t-shirts. So what to do with these t-shirts? You don't have them. You will sell them before you buy them. This is what you do. So what to do? You put them in your platform or website, whatever, and you tell them this t-shirt for $10. Okay? Deal with it with the conditions of the salam. So when you sell it, make sure you take the whole amount in advance. So it becomes bay' al-salaf. This is the best solution for it. Take the whole amount and you are describing it to the customer. Now, how do you differentiate between, I will come to this, but how do you differentiate between, let's say you are selling cars. You put a black Mercedes in your website. 2020, you give the descriptions, but you don't specify it. This can be bay' al-salam. However, if you put the plate number of the car, now you're stuck. Now you're selling a specific item where bay' al-salam does not apply. You understand me? In this situation, you cannot sell it unless if you own it in advance. But if you are not specifying that specific black Mercedes, you're giving a description, so you're selling that described item, it's permissible then. I need commission from you, okay? I give you fatwa, so I need commission. Sheikh Ahmed, inshallah, will collect it. 6 months, only 6 months, then inshallah you're free. So now, conditions in bay', we have 2 types of conditions. شروط البيع والشروط في البيع. Conditions of بيع, conditions of بيع, conditions in بيع. شروط البيع, conditions of بيع, it's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like we mentioned, we have to know, we have to specify the price, we have to know the commodity. So these conditions from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they will nullify the contract. It's not something to deal with. Conditions in bay' that we put conditions in our contract. You can add, as long as it's not haram. For example, I buy your car, I put a condition, you deliver it to me. I'm not going to go and pick it up. This is not mentioned in the Quran and Sunnah. Allah left it open for us, so you can put these conditions. They call it shurut ja'liyah. So we made these conditions. And what is the difference between conditions of bay' and conditions in bay'? When conditions of bay' are missing, the bay' is nullified. Is not accepted. When conditions in bay' is missing, he has the right to cancel or carry on. Do you understand the difference? So if I sell you what is in my pocket, now what is missing? Conditions of bay' or conditions in bay'? Of bay', because the commodity is unknown. So in this situation, the bay' is batil. It's not acceptable. But if I sell my car to you and I promise or put a condition, I will deliver it to you, then I change my mind, it's entirely up to you to carry on, and you come and pick it up or you cancel the bay'. So the bay' is not nullified automatically, not like the first one. So far so good? Still okay? Alhamdulillah. Now, these are just examples of conditions of bay'. Conditions in bay', sorry. Conditions in bay'. So for example, there are many of them, you can read them. For example, suspended conditions. Bay'ul arbun. You know Bay'ul arbun? You buy my laptop and you pay deposit. Deposit.
Token money.
Huh?
Token money.
Token?
Advance money.
Yeah, token money, yeah. So you pay a deposit for this. I tell you, you have to come and pick it up in 2 days. If you don't come, you lose the money and I will sell it to someone else. This is suspended bay'. I'm waiting for you to come and complete the bay'. If you don't come, you lose your money and I will carry on. It's permissible. Bay'ul arbun. Permissible according to some scholars, not everybody. Bear in mind something. Not everything I'm telling you now it's agreed upon. So don't say, come next week, oh, Aimen misguided us. He said this and I found Sheikh so-and-so is halal. No, there are different opinions. I'm telling you what I think, inshallah, is authentic. And I'm trying my best to go according to the majority or agreed upon. But there is not, I can't guarantee that every single example I'm giving you is authentic. For example, here, here. The third one, penal condition. If the subject of compensation, stipulate penal was that? Descriptive. Yeah, stipulated contract in restrictive conditions. For example, the second one.
Descriptive?
Yeah. Restrictive, not descriptive. Restrictive conditions. Second one. Taqidiyya, shurut taqidiyya. Do you have it? No restrictive here in your notebook?
Preventive.
Huh?
It says preventive.
Maybe they just change of translation.
Maybe a change of translation. I told you, I will tell him off when I go, inshallah, no worries. So, it means that you restrict, you put a condition that restrict the contract. If I rent a flat from you, are you allowed to put a condition that I don't allow guests to stay overnight in your flat? They can come during the day, but no one should stay in my flat. Is this allowed or not? There are big different opinions, a big issue. But the correct opinion, yes, if you accept. You said yes, so it should be okay. Now, for example, renting the flat. If I rent your flat, I am owning the manfa'a, the benefit of this flat. I'm not owning the flat itself. So can I sell the manfa'a? Can I sell the benefit of this flat? What's the benefit of this flat? To stay in it, yeah. So can I sell this? So I re-rent it to someone else? There is different opinion. Correct is yes, it's yours. So you can sell the manfa'a because you own it now. You are selling something you own for that specific period. So let's say I'm renting your flat for 1 year. And this is what's happening in the market. Many people, they rent hotels, and then they re-rent to other people. So this is what they make money. But sometimes they put the conditions, you are not allowed to re-rent it. Can you break this condition? There are different opinions about this. I'm just telling you. You say, no, alhamdulillah, it's good to be in safe side. But if it's big money, then you will check it. Any sheikh say, halal, wallahi, I'm missing 100,000, akhi. So that's what I'm telling you. So these issues are not mentioned in the Quran and Sunnah. It's just based on ijtihad. Now, for example, here, at this point, just to make you aware of why they differ. Now, as I said to you, in ijara, in renting, you own the manfa'a, the benefit of that specific item. You don't own the product itself. Where in selling and buying, you own the product. So when you buy a flat, you own the flat with its benefit. When you rent a flat, you just own the benefit. You don't own the flat. So if you rent it for 1 year, I am the owner. I cannot come and use that benefit. It's yours in this 1 year because I've sold it to you. Is this correct? So if you pay me for 1 year, even me, I'm the owner, I can't come and take it from you. It's for you for the whole year. So in this whole year, you are the owner of the benefit. How can I restrict you from using your ownership? Those scholars say you can't restrict me. It's mine and I can do anything. Others, they say, no, you accepted the condition. So it's your fault. You shouldn't accept this. Okay, fair enough. the problem in some countries you don't accept. Yes. عشاء يا رجل هدو يجمعون ولا ايش؟ كم بينهم 45 minutes? That's خلاص I finished this. So you know the condition sometimes is stipulated by the government, not by the contractors. So this becomes worse and worse. Now in this situation, neither the seller nor the buyer or the tenant accept stipulate this. It's stipulated by government. Do I need to submit to this? There is different opinion. So this is how it works, and this is how people, our scholars, differ. You know, imagine even we didn't go to the half of the. I will try to jump, inshallah. Okay. يلا بسم الله مشينا. خلاص we stop inshallah. Come back after صلاة العشاء inshallah. بسم الله.